Good afternoon, folks. You're watching The Hungry Handgunner. I'm Nick, and yes, we are out on the range today. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Griffin Armament Paladin 5. I've done a couple teaser clips, little shorts that have been up. There is something I want to go ahead and talk about right off the bat. It's going to be this. And that is the reason that you won't see the TX22 out here in the video today, because why? Well, the goofy system Taurus went with didn't work out real well. So the thread adapter ended up getting stuck in the muzzle brake, which is the mounting solution for the suppressor. It's a taper mount brake, goes on 1/2x28. Well, Taurus, rather than including a 1/2x28 threaded barrel from the get-go, went with a little hinky adapter thing that you guys probably see. There'll be a link in the description of the Taurus video if you're not familiar. And it ended up getting stuck so bad that it got broken trying to get it out. So $10 adapter versus a $85 muzzle brake. The adapter was the one sacrificed, which sucks because that suppressor was a lot of fun to run on the TX22. So there is that. Not sure what I'm going to do going forward on that front, whether I'm going to get another $10 adapter or shell out the money for the competition slide from Taurus, which has a real threaded barrel, 1/2x28 threaded barrel, I should say, included with it, and you can put a red dot on it. But enough about that. Today we've got a few different things we're going to play with this suppressor on. That was my Ruger American rimfire there, which breathed new life into that gun. I hadn't shot it in a while, so I was like, well, I can shoot it with a suppressor, so we did it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it on the AR-15, and then we'll look at it there. Now, before we shoot this with the suppressor on, I did want to just kind of show it to you because it's about to get very, very hot, and showing you something using a glove or oven mitt is not very sexy at all. At least not in my opinion. And they're not girly hands. This thing just gets really hot on the 5.56. So this is the brake it comes with. This is their taper mount easy brake. This screws onto your barrel, and then your suppressor screws on there. I have more of these coming. It comes with one. Because I'm going to shoot it, I want it on here for actual practical reasons, but because I may take this and put it on a 22 or other things for fun or varmint control, whatever. I want to have a couple of these brakes. On their site, sold separately, they have a thread protector that will screw over these threads to protect those so that you can still use your Paladin 5. So I think that's really cool. Also, while I'm remembering it, in the short linked below, I called this the Gemtech Paladin 5. That is not true. This is the Griffin Armament Paladin 5. So I think weight on it is about 12 ounces, and obviously that can go up some as you're using it. It gets carbon buildup, lead, copper shavings, whatever in there. But 12.7 ounces, I'll drop all the specs in the description. What made me decide on this particular suppressor over something like a 22 suppressor that I'll be using, this will primarily get used on 22s, is that it can be used on the 5.56. And unlike a lot of 5.56 suppressors, this one's user serviceable. So you can actually use a standard AR-15 armorer's wrench and take this end cap out, push your baffles out, and service it yourself. That's a big selling point to me. Now, I don't have a decibel meter out here. I'm not quite that high tech yet, but if I get into this more, and I have a feeling I will, and get more suppressors down the road, that may be something that I invest in just to show you guys how much of a difference it makes. The camera audio is only going to pick up and represent so much of that. So I think the first thing we'll do, we'll fire a couple rounds unsuppressed and terrorize the neighbors a little bit. I am still going to put ear protection on while shooting this suppressed, just because what I am using is the XM193 55 grain doing about 3,000 feet per second. This can do a lot with the explosion at the end of the muzzle of hot gas, but it can't do anything with that supersonic crack. And it's still borderline right there on the cusp of causing hearing damage. So I need everything I got left. We'll put the ear pro on for it, but here we go. All right, so we'll go ahead and fire a couple rounds unsuppressed here. Again, XM193 55 grain full metal jacket. I am not shooting at the steel right now, just so we can strictly go on sound. So let's do that. All right, go ahead and put the Paladin 5 on. Also, if you want some of the ear pro that I'm using, these are Axel GS Extremes. They have become my favorite electronic hearing protection, especially shooting things like this, because they still allow me to get a good cheek weld on the rifle. enough about that though. If you want them, the link will be in the description. Let's shoot suppressed. So I think that kind of illustrates my point. As you can imagine, generates quite a bit of heat. So I stole this. Don't tell Amanda. But anyway, stole this, and it works so good. I know they have smaller ones that are probably a little less hinky, but it works to get the thing off while it's still hot. And before somebody says, "Hey Nick, just get multiple suppressors, then you don't have to do that." That's the plan. But I gotta come up with good arguments. See, that was an easy sell because I was like, hey, if I have to shoot this in the house, we're all gonna have hearing aids and the kids will have hearing aids at their high school graduation. And she was like, sold. I'm gonna have a harder time with the next ones. But anyways, we're gonna mount this up on a gun that should need no introduction on the channel. Anyway, somebody's mad at me. But you guys know this gun, yes. The Mini Chongus, aka Ruger Charger, with a brace adapter and brace. Anyway, I've put the muzzle brake on over here, so now we just need to put the suppressor on. Still a little too warm for me to barehand it, so we're gonna use the wussy wrap here. See, I need more suppressors. What if the main gun went down? I'm having to do this to preserve our hearing. Nah, I don't know. I'll come up with a better selling point. I'm just kidding, guys. She's pretty good about letting me buy stuff. But so we're gonna put that on. I like this one because it has the grippy texture there. So all I'm gonna do now is get some ammo. This one, we're gonna try a couple different types of ammo. I'm not sure if it'll cycle in the semi-auto, but we're gonna give it a go. All right, so these are just some 40 grain Blazer standard velocity lead round nose. Nothing too crazy there. Should be a lot of fun though. Anyways, helps if I have the red dot on. All right. So I'm thinking we're still getting a supersonic crack. I didn't bring my suppressor out here to test that today, but I think we're still making a good bit of racket. It's not bad back where I'm at, but you can hear the crack. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking it up, but I can hear it going out through there. So in terms of the middle of the night, there's a rabid coyote on the front porch. Neighbors are still gonna probably have an inkling something's going on. Oh no, we've run out. Now I've got some subsonic stuff. Let's give it a try. All right, now I've got 5 rounds of these Winchester Subsonic 42 Max. It's a 42 grain. It says it's doing 1,065. I'm sure that's out of a rifle barrel. It says it's designed for pest control and small game. So a couple things. I have no idea if this rifle's going to cycle it. Chambered the first round, so we have 5 rounds. I'll try to keep it off the steel and we'll see what it sounds like. Oh. Oh. Malfunction. Did not pick up the next round. Thought that might happen. Quiet. Looks like it did that time. Oh man, that's quiet. Yeah, I need more of these. Let's put one on the steel just for comparison. That's too much fun. I have one more type of ammo we're going to try today. The Agia Sniper Subsonics. It's a 62 grain bullet. We'll see how that one works. All right, so admittedly, this one makes me a little bit nervous because I don't know how wonky this is going to get going through the barrel. There it is. Hopefully you guys can see that. Very long bullet, very short case, almost like a 22 short case. So what I'm hoping is that we don't end up with any baffle strike situation. I did check bore alignment, we look good. But we'll never know unless we find out, right? Oh, that's still toasty. All right. First one's chambered. Oh, that's quiet. And chambered the next one. Yes. Oh, it's so quiet. Let's reach out there on the steel. I need more of these too. Because I still got one. Maybe I did 6 instead of 5. We'll see what we get here. Oh, I wish I had more of that ammo. Only got a few rounds left of that stuff, but man. So suffice it to say, I'm going to need more 22 long rifle. It's tolerable now. It's starting to cool down some. This is a lot of fun. Again, this is the Griffin Armament Paladin 5. Haven't seen a whole lot of videos out there, and I'll be honest with you guys, I don't feel like my knowledge on these is quite up to the standard of being able to tell you whether it's a good one, bad one, whatever. All I know is what my ears tell me out here. This seems to be a really, really cool product. I'm looking forward to using it quite a bit. Definitely tames down the 5.56 substantially, so that'll be fun running drills and things like that with my boss and buddies and all that good stuff. So, Mini Chongus, as always, more fun than a semi-auto pistol should be. The only regretful thing there, guys, is the TX22. That's just such a crappy thing to have happened. So, I'll let you know what goes on there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Links on the description to the videos I've done using this, as well as to Gearcraft Holsters. We are the home of Gearcraft Holsters at Mountain Man Armory. There will also be a link to the Mountain Man Armory YouTube channel. So go check that out if you don't mind. Stay safe, guys. Keep shooting, and I'll see you next time.